It feels weird being the loudest thing in the room, so I'm just gonna play that. Hopefully you can hear it, and if not, well, it's good for me too, I guess. And I'm just gonna hope it's not claimed. When I did the search in YouTube, I typed up unclaimed. What did I type? Yeah, unclaimed meditation music, and this was the first result. It doesn't say anything like unclaimed in the title of the video, so I might be in trouble, but we'll find out. This isn't a very important video anyway. It doesn't fit into any one of my playlists that I made, so yeah. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I think about Totally Awesome Hulk Volume 1, which I got on Comixology. I borrowed it and read all of it. I don't think it was that good. I think I gave it 3 stars. I mean, the story is good. The writing is good. The writing's fine. But there were some other things that pulled me out of the moments. The art was really pretty. I really like the, especially the color scheme on Amadeus Cho. Like, when he becomes the Hulk, he has that wristband thing, and the shorts are different, and I really like his overall look and what they did with him. But, there were some things that they weren't consistent with. For example, in one of the books, there's this one panel where Enchantress is trying to hypnotize Amadeus Cho into being like the king of the 9 realms or whatever, and she summons these rock monster things to fight him, and then he realizes they're not really fighting him. They're trying to attack these 2 puppies that had just, the mother dog had gotten hit by a car. And these 2 puppies were all by themselves, and so these rock monsters are after them. Anyways, Chulk defeats the rock monsters, he saves the puppies, but then he's just sort of standing over them and smiling. And in that moment, in that one scene, his hair's different. Instead of having the little point that it usually has, it looks about like my haircut. So, I don't know what that was about. Yeah. And then, Lady Hellbender. I think she's a pretty good villain. But she's not really a villain. She's like, well, I have my own motive, and, you know, she's not really on anyone's side. She's just trying to do her own thing. And when that aligns with what Chulk wants, then that's great. But at first it didn't. And, anyways, there's this one bit where she's, like, looking down out of her spaceship, and I forget what was really happening at the moment. I think Chulk was fighting Fin Fang Foom, and anyways, at one moment, her scar is gone. For one scene, and also they're not consistent with the color of her scar. At times it blends in with the rest of her face and it's just a darker shade of her blue skin, and at some points it's pink and it stands out. Also, I really like the artist who's also named Cho. His art style is really good, and I don't know of any of his other works, but I like how he draws people, and whenever he draws a female, he makes the breasts big. He does that like on purpose, or that's his thing. One or the other. I don't know which. But there's this one scene where there's all this destruction and stuff happening in the background, and it's not really like happening, like it already happened, and dust is just settling, and like there's this big plume of smoke covering the entire background, and there's this lady running by, like trying to get away from all the destruction, and you'd think she would like actually have some sort of purpose, because she kind of stood out, and then she had those but no, there was nothing nothing relevant there. Nothing. She was just an extra, and I was it seemed weird to me at the time, because like, if you're gonna make her stand out that much, why is she just an extra? Someone with no lines that only shows up that one time. But that's a personal choice, I guess. And speaking of personal choices, something stylistically didn't really agree with me. Lady Hellbender's ship is like the most lazy looking ship that I've seen. And I thought some of the Star Wars ships were simple, but this, it was literally a hexagon, like, flipped upside down. That's all it was. And I was like, why? I don't know. There was no like different sections of the ship that we could understand, and like a bridge here and a wing there. Star Wars ships, at least they do that, even though some Star Wars ships are really simple. But at least we can tell where the bridge is, where the cockpit is. We can't tell that on her ship. We have no idea what's on the inside. But yeah, I gave it 3 stars because it's a good story. I like the story. I really like the origin for Chulk that they slipped in there somewhere. And how he got Bruce Banner to calm down when he was in that Hulk state and absorbing all that Kyber energy. Yeah, that's another thing. Amadeus Cho basically absorbed the energy straight out of Hulk, and that's why Hulk reverted back into Banner. And then Cho became Chulk. And what I'm gathering from that is Chulk didn't just have the normal Hulk gamma radiation. He also had the Kyber energy. So, is he supposed to be more powerful than the Incredible Hulk was up until then? Because he doesn't seem like he is. I don't know. That's my opinion. There's just some stylistic things that I wouldn't have done. I'm trying to go into writing, but, you know, I need help. And no one's stepping up. Who's that? Oh, that's, Duolingo. Yeah, my neighbor's got a dog, and it's really young and really young. I think that's the best word for it. It'll learn. They're getting one of those underground electric fences for it, so that when it tries to go too far from the house, its collar will shock it. Yeah. We had to do that with our one of our dogs a long time ago. Namaste. That was a 2 o'clock alarm. Basically, if I don't have a video, that reminds me to make a video before 2:30, because when I manually upload, which is a rare occurrence now, I start at 2:30. So it's 2 o'clock, and I should get going. But if you have read Totally Awesome Hulk, and you have any counterpoints, I would love to hear them, because but I do like the story. I like Lady Hellbender. She seems like an interesting character, and I love that. I like Maddie. She seems like the perfect counterbalance to Amadeus and his antics. I like how they brought in other characters that are obviously from other things, like Jane Foster Thor, and what was another one? Enchantress. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff, and crossovers are always fun to read. I know this will probably never happen, but something I would like to see at some points is a crossover between Spider-Man and Daredevil. Tell me what you would think of that, because that would be... I just really want to see that. I don't know. Don't know why. But, I don't know. This was, Saturday, another free day, and Sunday is anything fiction. So, since I did this Saturday, what can we talk about Sunday? I'll think of something. And I'll see you guys then. I like this music idea. My voice being the loudest in the room, it was not really something I was okay with, because the music makes it feel like I'm not so overbearing and loud and stuff. It makes me feel more enchanted, I guess is a good word for it. See, I'm more calm, I'm okay. And that's a great feeling. I'll see you guys next time. Sunday. Peace.